Welcome to the Tap Project Podcast, the place where gaming meets blockchain and everything in the middle. Now, here's your hosts, the Tap Bros.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to another Tap Bros podcast. I'm your host, Haniff.
And I'm your host, Hugh. We've got another great show for you today. So, let's get ready. Let's get live. Let's suit up.
Let us suit up. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Hugh, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It was nice weather today. Enjoyed it a little. Feeling good. Got my vitamin D. How are you?
That's good. It was pretty good weather. We had pretty good weather over the last couple days, so it's nice here. It's nice going back into the summer in Vancouver. This is the parts of the city and the time that I like being here, right?
Yeah. It's enjoyable for sure.
It is enjoyable. Well, again, guys, I said thank you guys for tuning into another Tap Bros episode and podcast. This is a place where blockchain and gaming and combines everything in the middle. And so we thank you guys for tuning in. We have a pretty hot show, banging show for you guys today. I know it's been a little bit since we last kind of kicked off, so we'll be able to kind of talk to you guys a little bit what has been going on in the past, what we've been up to. We've been super busy cramming away a little bit of forecasting into what we're kind of going into, and then kind of talk a little bit about the space in and around crypto and blockchain and Ethereum and gaming and NFTs, of course. So we got, as I said, a pretty hot show. We're going to be doing a lot of recapping and touching base for those new welcoming visitors, and for the old, you guys will learn definitely something new as well. So yeah, let's kick it off. I guess one of the first things that we always like to do around here is the market minute, where I have 1 minute to describe the market. Am I ready?
Are you ready? Okay. All right. I'm going to start the timer. You ready? Go.
All right. So today I'm going to be looking at, I guess it would be the weekend of May the 2nd, looking at the Ethereum markets. It looks really good. I can't say there is nothing kind of stopping right now. I'm going to say that we've hit two ladders. We had a little bit of a breaking point at about 2,800, pretty big resistance point about 2,600. We crushed those, and then now we're sitting around just over 3,000. So ETH did break this mark on the weekend, which is super cool, especially for somebody who's been seeing it from the low dollars. So it's really cool to kind of see ETH break out. And this is not the end. It's probably about 8 pegs in terms of on the day, so we might see a little bit of downturn in the next few days. Not a heavy downturn, but just something that will give it some more gas as we fuel up to break some more barriers and resistance points. So I do think that there are some good points on the horizon for Ethereum, and I'm excited. That's all I gotta say. We are in a good uptrend right now. Not peaking at the top, but I do think that we are going to be slowing down a little bit, catching our breath, getting more gas before hitting the streets again in that Ethereum wagon. This one's a quick market minute.
No, that's actually a minute.
Sweet. Perfect.
Right on the dot.
Awesome. So then again, that's just our opportunity to just touch base with a little bit of the market. I don't always get a chance to look at the market. So sometimes during this market minute, that is like my one chance in, every couple weeks to be able to look at the market and see what is going on. So for this one, I was able to just kind of take a quick little flash look and see some good things. So thanks.
Nice. Well done. All right. So should we roll right into it then?
Yes, let's roll right into it. I guess a couple first topics for you today. Hugh, I know we're going to touch on it. We got two more things, but NFTs, what is your take? We did see a huge boom in the last maybe about a month or so, where we called it, and if you guys did not see that episode, we did call NFTs are going to be the thing for 2021 and into 2020. And they started out with a bang, a huge bang, like $69 million high bang.
Ooh, that's a little bang, It's not too shabby. A good start. No, you're 100% right. When we started the year, we called it. We said, watch out for it. The name NFT is not going to be sexy, but it's going to be a thing. It's going to creep up, and boom, out of nowhere, and that's exactly what happened. So I think what we're gonna start to see now is, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of bad eyes and evil eyes for saying this, but I think we're gonna see a slight pullback. Not in a bad way though. I think it's what's needed. Just sort of like anything in the crypto space, you get this nice big, velocity, this pump, and then you get this nice pullback, and it allows people to kind of assess and allows them to figure out, and then we get another nice little pump, and that pump is different from the first one. So I think what we're gonna see in this second phase of the new beginnings for NFT is things outside of just art. I think we're starting to see a lot of people taking looking at it from a different perspective when it comes to music, or probably influencer perspective, or celebrity perspective, or just different ways to actually make it a platform. That's one of the things we've always said, that NFTs are not just JPEGs and PNGs and GIFs. Like, there's so much more to them, and so much more of a platform that they have, that this is literally just the beginning. Like, we haven't seen anything yet. We haven't even touched what potential we have. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think you are right. One of the cool things, I did spend a little bit of time this week or the last week at a Crowd Create NFT community event, and it was pretty cool to see some of the new people and new onboarding of users into the NFT space. One person even said that it was their first time even setting up a wallet. So we had a huge variety of users that were kind of jumping into the NFT space. Some had established businesses kind of in the traditional world and wanted to kind of dip their toes into the NFT world. And the reason I brought that up is because I think once those people get established, that's when you, as you said, that there'll be this kind of this new boom of resurgence of ideas, of new ways to look at NFTs. Maybe the word NFT will change. I think that there is going to be a new kind of revitalization, so to speak, of NFTs. And it's going to be exactly kind of what you said. It's a lot of people came in just with the ideas of art because art is a collectible in its own. A lot of people know art as not really having a function other than looking at it. Really? So they can kind of relate to it with NFTs, right? Because they just think, oh, NFT is a picture or video. I don't, it doesn't really have any other use. So that's kind of an easier adopted thing, like art or collectible, like a Pokemon card or something like that. Um, but I think there's going to be a new change into kind of bringing NFTs into a new light with these new industries. Oh, you want a new idea?
Ooh, we're just back, and you're throwing All right,
I
okay.
know, 8 minutes in, right?
What you got? What
This
you
is a
got
good
for me?
one for those musicians, vocalists, musicians, artists of the spoken word or music, whatever you call the audio. Um, so here's one: an NFT that is based on the song or the vocals that are presented. So, for example, the NFT is changed based on the words or the song or the rhythm or the beat. So, if a song has a specific beat, like tsh, tsh, that is then captured in the NFT, and it can be visualized, it can be kind of, drawn out, artistic reach and all that stuff. So you can actually capture the music as an NFT and actually like take its like visual tones and everything.
It's sort of like, and I'm the worst with names. Uh, the old school that was on like vinyl. It's like a vinyl NFT. Like, if you could take an NFT and put it on a pin, and play it, it would have the music on the vinyl. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then you can just play it based on, instead of the vinyl, obviously it's like playing based on kind of like the lines or whatever. You're playing based on the visualization. If you see like, it pop on this side, it's going to sound a certain way. It's kind of all just visual, but it's all auditory at the same time.
Ooh, and you can put NFTs together to make like a track. Like, if
A
you could take
track,
different.
there you go.
Ooh,
You got
very
like four or
different
five
beats.
NFTs, and then you combine them together, and hey, right? And you just combine
Done.
them, right? There you
That
go.
one
So
is
for
free.
those
That one
who
is free.
are, artists of the music mind, and you guys, have do anything like that, there you go. That is one for you guys. We don't always reach your way, but we did it today.
And how do you make money from this? I'm going to tell you exactly how. It's once again fractional ownership. So you sell that beat of yours to somebody that's putting together a nice little track, and you sell that bass or that snare or that guitar piece as part of there, and you get a little bit of revenue from that because that was your beat inside of there.
There you go. And
Mic
that's a
drop.
that's a thing that's already kind of used in the music industry right now with sampling. So you
Yes.
all musicians and artists, they don't often create the full track, and a lot of really cool artists and DJs and stuff, they definitely create their own tracks. But some of the times they quickly, if they want to hit out a push out a really hot song, they'll use a sample. Right. And obviously there's royalties, you got to sign dots, signatures, this and that. But what if you could just sample that NFT? There's no signatures required. It's all based on contract. And every time that your song gets sampled, you're just getting a little percentage every time.
All right, that one's gonna be. We'll get the time is ticking. I think every idea we spin out, we give 8 to 12 months, and if nobody does it, we'll do it. So the time is ticking, starting now.
Yeah, even though that one's so far reached out of us, but that's okay. We'll still put your time on there. And please, guys, if you guys do think that these ideas are cool, or they're useful, or if you guys are in the music industry, hit us up. Let us know if this is actually something you guys would use. We don't want to just create things that are just crazy. If there's actually some use case and we can solve a problem, all the better. So feel free to jump on it if we're not taking it, because we're only giving ones that we can't take, because they're too big. But jump on it and please let us know. We can advise, we can, give us some more. I'll give you my details for free, sure. Maybe not if it hits off. If Warner Brothers is calling you, let me know for sure though. But no, again, I appreciate it, guys. Smash that like button if you guys do like kind of the content on our shows, or follow us on our Twitter, social media. But again, smash that like button on YouTube. Follow us on every single platform that you hear this podcast in. What we got next is something that is kind of, I know we've talked about it a little bit kind of throughout the last couple weeks here, but it's something that's been taken off. And is it going out of control? And that is the meme tokens. Why the sigh, Hugh? Why the
You
sigh?
know, you know, uh, y- I'm gonna let you go first on this one, and then I'm going to, I always say this. This is one of my favorite saying. In order for there to be a hero, there must always be a villain, and I'm probably gonna become the villain on this one. So, what are your thoughts? And then I'll tell you my thoughts after, because my thought has a lot of deep sighs and a lot of, um, yeah, yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
So, I guess, so I'm all for the new innovative way to tie normal things that we see on the internet. um, you know, how memes and trolls and all those things kind of prosper on Reddit and on the internet. And you wonder why this video or this GIF has 20 million views when you can put such hard work into a video and it gets 1,000. But that's because it's meme. It kind of relates with the internet, so to speak, and kind of the culture and whatever's going on at the time. So I'm all for that, and I'm all for it kind of moving into the crypto space and kind of evolving and adapting, and people liking, whether they're dog tokens or potato tokens or whatever tokens there are. Um, I'm all for that, and I'm all for the huge pulling of the communities in some of these tokens that are just being driven through the through the sky, just based from the community, jumping on, armies being behind them and pushing them out. However, I do have one caution for the entire community. I will get behind meme tokens if they are community driven, if they are maybe created by the masses. You know where this token came from. It's kind of developed and pushed, and even if it it's not developed, but maybe it's a group of a community, a large group of community members that say, okay, let's all pitch in $20 to get a smart contract made, and let's create a website and let's put up this meme token of a cat, and let's just have fun with it. Boom, that's great, that's amazing. But just be careful of those tokens that are developed by one person, two people, possibly the same two people bouncing around tokens. Just be careful of them, dropping these tokens, putting obviously these revenue streams within their tokens, cashing in themselves, creating, millions and millions of tokens, getting this huge hype and drive, and then selling off and then moving to the next. That's the one thing that you got to be careful of, because you will be left holding the bag. You will be. And unfortunately, it's behind the guise of a community kind of push. So I'm all for it. I've seen a couple cool meme tokens that I've just been like, I have to face palm, but I've seen them driven by the community in a huge effort to just be a community token. And that's cool. That's a token run by the community, and it has some meme appeal, and it has, the internet jumping behind it. Yeah, I want that thing to shoot to the moon, right? But just be careful of some of the other ones that are popping up left, right, and center. They pop up, put $10,000 in liquidity, and then boom, watch that thing go off, 1,000%, and then sell off. And then, you're left trying to push this thing. Um, that's the only thing I gotta say. I know that's a little bit, but just be careful. It's all fun, it's all great. Just be careful out there. Do your own research.
All right. So have a seat. Let me be straight with you out there in the wonderful meme world, crypto world. Um, a meme without a use is useless. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. And I'm all for memes. I love memes. They're absolutely wonderful. They make sense. But when it's just for the sake of, and they don't actually have a use, which is probably about 95, 98%, it's just useless. Like you said, it's perhaps one or two people getting in, hyping up, jumping out, and leaving everybody holding the bag. There's absolutely no use. Like I hear you. The community's there. Wonderful. The community's driving it. I love it. Push it. Move it. Have fun with it. This is new technology that I think everybody should have fun with. Everybody should participate at least once. At least hold a couple memes token just for the sake of discussion, just to chat with the community and be a part of something that's new and be part like that. That feeling is absolutely wonderful. Being a part of something. But when it's being a part of nothing and it's got no use, no value, no community, it's just get in, hype up, grab the money, get out. That's where you lose me. That's my biggest gripe with some of these meme tokens. Like, just absolutely useless. And you can get a sense of the community and the true value of it when you get into some of their channels and you see the positive discussions and you see the positive drive. Then okay, this is something to be part of. But when you get in and the first question is when moon, you know what? Just take your stuff, slowly head towards the exit, pull up the door, and don't turn back. That's my advice to you, because when you're going to get burned. That's it. That's all. That's all I got to say.
That's all you got to say. That's good. I agree with you, Hugh, on some points, and I do kind of understand where you are coming from. It is for these people that are groups and projects and stuff that are doing these things for years and years and years, and you work and you push. Just be careful out there. I guess we have said our stances on the meme tokens. They are great, but they definitely do have their downsides, especially if they are just kind of those useless ones, which mainly all meme tokens, most of them are. But I have been seeing some meme tokens try and find a use, which is cool as well. So some developers are figuring out, it starts as a meme token, then they're like, oh wow, this has some sort of use. So that is
100%.
that is all
100%.
cool, and that's kind of the name of the game sometimes, is where you kind of jump in and then you dive in and you don't realize how deep the water is, and you make the best of it, and you work
Yeah,
with it, you work with the community, right?
100%. And as I said, I back that. If you don't you jump in, try and figure out, try and have fun, and then you realize, hey, maybe I can do a bit more with this, or maybe we can try a few things. I am 100%. You got my support. You got my back, and meme or no meme project, or if it's 1,000 people or one person, you got my support there, because you're trying to find something with it. You're trying to explore. I will never shoot anybody down for exploring. Never shoot anybody down for trying to take adventures, try and do new things, innovative things, different things out of the ordinary box. Out of the box, out of the ordinary. I am all game. If you jump in and you don't know what you're doing and you just start swimming any direction, hey, I'm all there for you. You got my support. When you just jump in just to make a quick buck or two, that's where you lose me. But as I said, every hero, there must be a villain.
You've said it. You've said it well. Every hero must need a villain to fight, right? You've said it well. Let's get on to the next stage here, and that's going to be a little bit of an update for the Tap project, Tapcoin, kind of a little bit of a recap for those who, are just coming in new, and then we'll hit it off in the last little bit here of the podcast to round off on some things that we've done in the last little bit, and then the things that we are going to be doing. So I'm just going to be giving a little bit of intro on kind of what the Tap project is. It's a blockchain gaming platform that allows gamers to convert their in-game currencies from one game to the next. And on the way, they're able to earn NFTs, transfer NFTs across multiple platforms and blockchains, connect to Steam integrated games to be able to unlock their achievements and turn them into tap coins, and kind of build onto a new and wider gamers experience. Developers on the same side that join the platform are rewarded with transactional revenue in the form of tap coins. We at the Tap Project believe that there is a broader and wider market to gaming, connectivity, blockchain gaming, and we want to bridge the gap between traditional games with new blockchain concepts. So imagine this: play Call of Duty, take that in game currency that you've spent hours and years maybe playing, take that, transfer it into tap coins, and put that tap coins into your Candy Crush game that you're going to be playing at nighttime, and continue playing and earning and getting paid to play. That is the vision of the Tap project and the Tap coin, a wide universal market of games and experience for both the gamer and the developer. And hey, I didn't even read that.
Ooh, just straight out of the brain, straight out of the brain.
Straight out of the brain.
And you know what? We've been doing this, for a bit now, just a little bit now. That I think we know what the potential is. We know where blockchain and gaming can intersect and be bridged. We know from the gamers. We're gamers. I think most of the team, 99% of the team, the Tap team, are gamers in some shape or form. And so we understand from the gaming point of view and the perspective. And hey, we've even developed a game or two, and so we understand a little bit from the developer standpoint, and some of what they're looking at when trying to venture into the blockchain space. And so we've been able to create this absolutely wonderful secure product platform that allows both gamers and developers to get into the blockchain space, to benefit from their gaming, their currencies, their platform, their mobile, their console, their PC master race. And so we know what we're doing.
We do know what we're doing. We've been doing this for a while, and I'm glad you actually said we know what we're doing. That would
We
have
don't
scared
know
me
what
if
we're
you
doing.
did. No, but that's it. And I think we, at the beginning, right when we, first started this back, concept in 2017, and kind of going through, we had, ideas that kind of molded. But, as 2018 started and when we started development in 2019, 2020, and as we grew, we understand where our place is. And we understand that this is actually a much larger problem um, than we thought, to be honest. And it's we provide a much larger solution to actually than we thought. Sitting right in the middle between multiple games, between multiple blockchains, between multiple platforms, there is nobody that is the what do you call the construction flagger, the conductor, the person with the whistle that's pulling cars through the intersection. There is nobody doing that. Sitting in the middle. Nobody's goal is to sit in the middle and let things just come at them and they will kind of, integrate them or move them along. We have found that that is our exact place to be. And we are great with being in the middle because we know that this solution is, or this, the product that we're building, the Tapcoin, is a solution to a broader network of game publishers, gamers, indie gamers, larger developers, and, blockchain games in themselves. So we target and hit a multitude of, various users or B2Cs or B2Bs. And it's a great place to be. And I think we're coming down to the last bit where publishers, gamers, people are realizing that there is a need of a hero, as you said, Hugh. There is a need, and the hero's just been kind of just sitting there. He's been hello, just yeah, hello. I've been saying this for 3 years now. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good place to be, and I think we are going to thrive based on that. And I'm excited to kind of see where things go, in the future.
Yeah, no, I think you got it right. Like we've done a good job in positioning our technology and focusing on the technology, but at the same time communicating with the community, with the gamers, with developers, and just sitting, like you said, sitting right in between there, bridging that gap, facilitating that onboarding piece for gamers new to the blockchain space, for even blockchain users new to the gaming space. It's an interesting phenomenon because it's not just one way, and it's also bridging it for non-blockchain based games, and also blockchain based games. Some of the products, some of the stuff that we've allowed this collaboration between blockchains, the collaboration between different technologies. We're talking, there's so many different ways you can, for example, spin up an NFT, but we've been able to create things that can group them all together, get all these different developers, these different projects, these different ideas into the same room and provide them a nice, funnel through to each other. Like you said, we're the conductor. We're just kind of orchestrating the music, putting them together to make them sound beautiful, and just waving our hands as the magic just explodes.
As the magic just explodes, that is a good way. The conductor orchestrating and putting the sound all together. That's a good way to point it. And with that, we've had maybe we can just touch on a little bit, Hugh, of kind of our successes over the last little bit. Um, I did not plasmarize a Axie. That was cool. He
Oh,
made it safely to the Binance Smart Chain. And yeah, so maybe you can kind of lead us a little bit into a quick little chat about what NFT Anywhere is and kind of, its use and its success there.
yeah, for sure. NFT Anywhere allows us the ability to move NFTs across any supported blockchain at any point in time. So the blockchain that the NFT was created does not have to be the same blockchain that it was sold on or the same blockchain that it was used on. So you can mint an NFT on Ethereum, move it to Binance and sell it. That person can then take that NFT and move it to Flow and then incorporate it into a supporting game. Then take it back out, move it to Wax, and do whatever they like, and move back to Binance or keep it there if they want. And so, we got our Axie, we threw him through the portal, and we kind of kept one eye open and one eye closed just to see what happened. And he came out on the other side, and it was really cool to see you put that tweet out with that one Axie just kind of chilling. He's the only Axie on Binance.
He has no friends right now.
He's just hanging out by himself, just floating, just hanging out in the Binance world. And so it was kind of cool. Although we created this technology, it was pretty interesting to see, just kind of throw him in the portal and see him hanging on Binance. Just kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool. So you can just imagine the different things. And so one of the cool things that we've done is we're not really telling projects how to use NFT anywhere. We're not telling users. We're telling them, you have this ability, and so we now get to sit back and watch and see what they do with it, right? So that's really cool. That's really interesting. We're talking about projects collaborating on different blockchain potentially, right? You've got a project on Binance or on Flow, which will be one of our next ones to release. We've got everything developed. We've got it patched. We just have to load it up and allow the users to use it. But you've got a project on Ethereum or project on Binance that can collaborate now, move NFTs back and forth. We've obviously have our reasons, the great NFT hunt, why it works great for us. But if you're a marketplace, hit us up. We're more than happy to chat. There's so many different use cases and ways you can guide your community to use NFT anywhere, and for them to move their NFTs with them. It now truly does not matter where you actually I don't even know if I remember what was the saying that you came up with.
Play the game no matter the chain.
Oh, there we go. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. I think what you said there, it kind of resonated with me because we aren't trying to be like a major huge game developer, blockchain game developer where we are creating multifaceted, NFT games that, combine everything together. Maybe we're not at the moment, but we aren't doing that right now. And so, people might be wondering, why did you do that? Why don't you have a place? Well, technically, we don't need to. We're just telling the entire blockchain community from Ethereum to Binance that, hey, if you guys now want to talk to each other and get your NFTs, dancing, you guys can, and we can help. So we are just, unfortunately, sometimes Axies are involved in testing, but he was not hurt, I promise. But he is there as a specific use case to show this is a possibility. Multiverse slash NFT multi-chain gaming is coming soon to a blockchain near you.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? That I've never actually seen the movie. I've just seen like trailers with Matthew McConaughey when he travels through space young and then he comes back and everybody's old. That's probably what they're when Axie makes it back to Ethereum. His other Axie friends are going to be older, and he'll be the young one traveled through the time portal.
What movie is that? Is that Benjamin Button?
No. No, that's completely different.
What movie is that?
I don't know, where he like travels through through a space or something when he's young, and his daughter is like 7 years old or something, and then they get lost through like a portal or something like that, and it takes them 1,000 years to come back. But when he comes back, he's still super young, but everybody's old because they made it through like this time. I don't know. I don't remember. I seen the trailer. It's actually a meme too. But yeah, that's sort of what it reminds me of. But it goes back to sort of what our ambitions and our passions are. And our passion is, we came and we were swinging and we were connecting games to blockchain, and we got this, traditional way of thinking and this new way of thinking. We combine the two, and now you've got your points that can move from game to game to game through the platform. And then we looked at it and we saw all these different blockchains and all these different projects and all these great projects, but they're all sitting on different platforms and different blockchains and using different pieces. And once again, we said, hey, there needs to be a bridge here that unites this entire space, and we produce NFT anywhere, and it incorporates with the platform, and it ties in together. Like it's one big cohesive, combining, environment that we're trying to create.
That is it. And then with the next kind of phase with V3, we are going to be kind of pushing that to the test and bringing, a large platform with a lot of use in terms of the gaming side to Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is going to be our first targeted network, and that V3 is going to be hitting. And V3 really showcases kind of the wider use of gaming, NFT gaming, where users are able to kind of connect their games, convert their games between multiple blockchains using NFT anywhere if they do like, or they can kind of just play and do everything that they would normally do on Binance Smart Chain. And what that consists of is obviously playing the integrated games, converting your in-game currencies to tap coins, importing them back into those same games. And then on the Steam achievement side, being able to connect their Steam achievements or connect their Steam games, convert their Steam achievements to tap coins, and while at the same time earning exclusive NFTs that are cross chain. So, and what I mean by that is, for example, if you're playing, let's use like Apex Legends, and there is a specific exclusive NFT that's tied to both Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, all you got to do is play, earn that achievement, unlock that NFT, and there you will have it. Out of that single blockchain, there'll be one total supply, off of both blockchains, and you'll be able to earn and mint that exclusive NFT on whatever blockchain you choose, limiting that supply to obviously one less because you have the other one. So we're bringing kind of the ideas that we're kind of moving with NFT Anywhere, and we launched NFT Anywhere, and some users might think, are you guys leaving the Tap platform? No, we're actually just showcasing some of our technology that we're going to be using in the Great NFT Hunt and making that more publicly accessible so that we're tying really everything all together.
Yeah, and like you said, we could have just developed it in house and kept it to ourselves, but our thing is always to, push this entire blockchain industry forward. From the beginning, since we got in, we said, hey, the technologies that we develop, we want to be able to help to use it to help move the entire industry forward into doing some cool, some new, exciting things, and not just do it for ourselves and hey, we just keep it in house and great. So that's opening it up to different marketplaces, different developers, different communities, different projects to utilize it and do some cool, interesting things with it. And if you've got a project, we'd love if you've got an idea on how you can utilize it in your community. We'd love to hear about it, right? It'd be really cool to see which things get created, how it's done, and just it's there. Utilize it. Like you said, Haniff, for the great NFT hunt, it's gonna allow us to do so many different cool and interesting things, and it ties in with the platform, and it's just continuing to realize the dream, for Tap and move it forward, and realizing it for the gaming community and the developer community and the blockchain community and all these different communities in trying to do something super cool. And you always say it, if nothing else, if we could do it because we're gamers and because we would use it, mission complete.
Mission complete and accomplished. And what the day that I'm gonna sit down and hopefully just be able to use it and not really build it, that is where I've known you know success, so to speak. Is when you can just sit back and just take a deep breath and just play and use the technology, use what we've built, together as a community and, us as well, and just really let this thing shine and, build a broader universe of games. The one thing kind of, one of the last notes I'll leave off here is I've always had this kind of this dream as a child gamer, so to speak. and that is a huge, large sandbox of a game. It could be a multiple games where it's simply you just start as a human. It's kind of like virtual life, to be honest. And if you run to like a soccer field, you start playing FIFA. If you run, you walk to a racetrack, you play a race car game, Gran Turismo or something like that. If you go to a hockey rink, it's obviously NHL, or if you go to like a war zone arena, it's Call of Duty. And that's just kind of moving along and kind of connecting games between each other. And once we get there, kind of, I feel like the vision of the Tap project is to kind of build almost that type of reality where all the games are connected in the form and through virtual currencies and in-game assets, but they're all connected and kind of sharing one, so to speak.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate dream. That's the ultimate goal with Tap just facilitating and Tap just bridging those pieces. That is the ultimate gaming. I don't even know what you call it. Like the holy grail, if I'm allowed to say that. Hopefully, I don't offend anybody. But that right. That is the gaming holy grail. The ability to go from game to game to game, and it doesn't really matter, and whatever you have travels with you and moves with you.
That is it. So we got a lot coming for version 3. It's going to be coming out pretty soon. Not too soon, but very soon enough for you guys to be able to take a look at it, get your hands on that on the Binance Smart Chain. And again, we got a lot coming in the next couple of months here. That'll be it for this show. Might be able to leave the next, so to speak, the great NFT hunt, the pack or the beast that it is, for the next episode of podcasts. But we do thank you guys for tuning into another episode. And don't forget to hit us up on all our social media, t.me/Tapcoin. Join our Discord channel. We will be starting to pump that out. I'd like to, slowly start transitioning to Discord if the community does wish to do so. So you should be seeing some more questions about Discord in the near future and seeing if that is going to be a good option for the Tap community to kind of move into as we kind of bridge to a wider audience, so to speak. But follow us everywhere you guys do see that Tap coin with that T, with the dot, with the nice little yellow coin there. And we do appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking around. Thank you guys. Hugh, hit us out with the outro.
I'm gonna change it up today. It's been a bit. I'm gonna change it up and just say thank you.
There you guys go. And you guys have a good night.
This show is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not intended as personal financial advice. Before making any financial decisions, please do your research and consult your financial advisor as needed.